I'm going to catch the tiger by the tail. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Tomb Raider's been around for donkeys. Almost 20 years, actually. Started off as video games, went on to become a movie.
Yep.
More video games after that. There's now a new
Another movie. Yep.
Yeah. So it's eternally popular. She's a great character, Lara Croft, not Laura Croft.
No, definitely not Laura. It is not Laura, it is Lara.
It's Lara. We've looked at a few Lara Croft toys from Tomb Raider.
Yep.
2 other videos so far. Links down below. And we got another one right here.
We do.
So this is a toy from, what, Tomb Raider?
This is from Tomb Raider 2, so not the first one, which came out, was a massive success. By the time they got on to Tomb Raider 2 and then Tomb Raider 3 and all that lot, they'd really kicked all the merchandising and tie-ins to high gear. Yeah. To the point you had Lara advertising energy drinks and everything else as well. Yeah. But we did get these really cool action figures out of it as well. Now we've looked at one previously, which was her on her motorbike. Yep. This one is sort of like the classic Lara. This is basically the outfit that she wore in the first Tomb Raider and sort of the default outfit that most people think of when they think of the classic version of Lara Croft.
Yeah. Who's made this toy?
This one is done by Playmates.
Oh, yeah.
So primarily known for doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys nowadays. They've done a lot of previous stuff like the old Star Trek series and a bunch of other things. Tomb Raider was an interesting experiment for them because it did generally involve more paint applications than what they'd normally done. Okay. Particularly when it comes to the accessory bases. Yeah. For a lot of their other properties like Turtles and Star Trek, generally if your character came with an accessory, that'd all be just one plastic colour.
Just a grey colour or something like that.
All purple or all blue or whatever.
So this is from 1999.
Yep.
And at that time, they often did this, didn't they? Where they would bring out a figure and then some kind of display or set piece with it.
Yeah,
it was kind of in vogue for a while.
Yeah, adding something extra into it, so it wasn't just the figure. And looking at it from sort of today's perspective, you can kind of understand that because the figure itself, while nice, doesn't offer that much more than just having a small semi-movable plastic statue. Yeah. You're very limited in what you're able actually to do with Lara herself. So having a bit of a ruined temple for her to be in, really adds something nice to that. Yeah. And the way that they went with having Lara fighting some sort of animal in all those different waves was really pretty cool in terms of a lot of the bad guys in the Tomb Raider games, certainly the initial ones, were wild animals. So you did have that sort of thing of, oh no, I'm being attacked by something, I've got to kill it. Yeah. And it's a lot less plastic to do this lump of plastic tiger with no articulation than having to do an actual bad guy. Somebody for her to actually shoot and kill that way. Yeah.
Well, she's not actually sort of killing the tiger, she's just evading it in this. But that's how I like to look. I mean, she does have an M16 and 2 pistols.
How did you survive in the first level in that game if you didn't kill the thing?
I haven't played that game in 20 years. I can't really remember how I survived. I think I just climbed up walls and got lost all the time and got frustrated because that was sort of early days of the internet and you couldn't really figure out what to do and where to go. Wow, that's really cool though. The detail on this is exceptional. I love the tiger on there. That's really well sculpted.
Yeah, they've actually done a lot of good work in terms of the paint for both the temple diorama and for the tiger itself.
There's almost more detail on the background than there is on Lara.
There really is. And I mean, part of that kind of plays into the way that Lara was in those original games. Because they didn't have the same sort of graphics capability that we have nowadays, we have much more realistic looking version of things. That Lara really, sort of looks like the box art. It's still very sort of, fake human.
Yeah.
Not that detailed.
But it doesn't look like the game version at all, does it? You're right.
Yeah. But whereas this, this diorama and all that, like, you could easily take out that Lara and put in a modern action figure in front of it and go, yeah, that still works. There's some really nice paint application here in terms of shading on the columns and a little bit of a paint wash and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So the effort they actually put into the background is really, really good. And if you're, into dioramas or presenting your action figures in other ways, getting this sort of set for use as a backdrop for other figures. You could put a Black Panther figure in there.
Indiana Jones or something.
Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Pretty much any of them. And it would look really, really cool.
The toy itself, any articulation or is it quite simple?
There is some articulation, but it is quite simple. So you can actually...
A little peg hole there, so you can slot her in there.
So you've got a little peg hole so you can attach her to the diorama. Likewise, up on top of the diorama, the tiger actually has a peg hole as well to be able to stick it up there. It's not really too much of a problem.
Oh, it's limited, isn't it?
It's very limited.
So that, 1999.
Yeah, back in those days, prior to the sort of articulation revolution of Marvel Legends, you had simple joints. There were swivels, and that's pretty much it. So you've got a head swivel. You've got articulation.
Keep going.
You've got a head swivel. You've got articulation at the shoulders. She does actually have articulation on the right-hand elbow, so that she can move that arm across her body, particularly for using the M16. And she's got swivels at the hips, which, due to the angle that they're on, they're kind of weird if you want to put the legs out, and it just looks wrong in pretty much any position other than just standing up.
Yeah.
And of course, the ability to twist the waist.
Yeah.
So you can get some poses out of her.
And of course, the real question. Hey, these come out.
Working holsters, which at the time, not very common.
Really?
So that was really cool that she did not only come with an extra weapon, the M16, but also her standard pistols. All the Lara Crofts came with standard pistols, and each one came with like an additional weapon, which sort of matched the other weapons that you got during the game. So this one comes with the M16. Other releases came with Uzis and everything else.
Okay.
So that if you collected the whole set, you could then set up whichever Lara you wanted with the full complement of weapons that she could somehow magically carry. That tiny little backpack on the back.
And she can dual wield them, which is what she's known for. Yep. It's not the best hand holding, but it looks okay.
I mean, she does have semi trigger fingers, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And as I say, you can stick whichever guns you want in there. So if you don't like these ones, then you can just holster those and put it in an M16. You can have an M16 in one hand, pistol in the other, or you can swap them out with other ones from the line.
She likes to go in there fully armed.
Yep.
And blow away those stupid endangered animals, doesn't she? Yeah, because they were threatening her life. I mean, she was on their turf.
Their turf, yeah.
Yeah. But, too bad. Modern firearms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grow some opposable thumbs, you dumb tigers. For all its shortcomings for being a 90s toy, this one really captures that character well, especially for that era. And I think it's really great to be able to have, a progression of Lara's throughout the years. She has become this timeless pop culture character, and it's great to see new versions of her, through toys, through comics, through video games, through movies, through whatever. It shows that she's as important and vital a character as some of the ones that she emulated, like Indiana Jones in the first place. And it gives, a different shade to the archaeological adventure genre.
So that's Lara Croft by Playmates. Very, very cool toy.
Yeah, cool for its time and a cool relic of what used to be.
And if you guys like her, let us know down below. Don't forget to thumbs up our video and subscribe to the channel. We're out of here for now.
But we'll be back after we've finished raiding some tombs and killing some endangered species.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. We'll be back after we've raided some tombs and defiled some sacred sites.
Yeah. In this day and age, I wouldn't really probably go with that one.
Raided some tombs and stolen some priceless artifacts from native cultures.
Uplifted. Uplifted's the word to use.
We'll just be back.
Well...